All right. Well, greetings, friends and fellow cigar box guitar enthusiasts. Del Puckett here, and as promised, I have special guest Mark Ricketson. And Mark, you sent me your business card for the thumbnail, so I did include that. Tell us the name of your cigar box guitar company and introduce yourself to the guys watching.
Hi, everybody. Well, first of all, I just want to say how glad I am to be on your cast here, Dale. It's awesome. I think what you're doing is great, introducing everybody to everybody. The name of my cigar business hobby is Cedar Mesa Cigars, and yeah, I've been building guitars for probably 4 years now.
Wow.
Say more or less. Not as prolific as some, but I'm up to number 40 right now.
Okay. All right.
Let's see.
That's about one a year if I do the math right, right?
Well, 10 a year, 4 years. Did I say 40?
40.
No, I meant four.
Okay, four. I heard 40. I heard 40. Okay, well that's good. No, that's good. That's real good. Awesome, awesome. And so you're from the Durango area, is that correct?
Well, we've lived here for 6 years. Mainly grew up in New Mexico um, and the Texas Panhandle. So this part of the country, the Four Corners area, it's the place I call home.
Okay, okay. So I met you and your lovely wife, Kelly, at the Southwest Cigar Box Guitar Festival. I see you're wearing the commemorative T-shirt there.
I
I,
am.
I I was out putting up the street signs, and
I saw
you
your
and your wife
video.
pulled up and you said, "Are you Del Puckett?" And I'm looking around going, me? Guilty. Yeah. So no, you guys came early and you helped with the preparation and the setup and stuff like
So,
that. And I know your wife was a tremendous help in the booth helping my wife. It was chaos and stuff like that. And so no, so we really appreciate you guys making the trek down. And so we're already planning for next year's cigar box guitar, or I should say next year, this year's cigar box guitar festival. It's in the works now. Where I'm going to start giving it my all. And so you're planning on coming down, right?
yes, absolutely.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Totally.
All right. So so
Um,
so so so, so tell us real quick here, how you got started, why you got started. Take it away.
okay. So I've always been interested in music, and I tried to play a six-string guitar, but challenging. Didn't really get very far with it. Got a little discouraged, and so I looked around for other musical instruments. And actually, how I got started on this whole thing, I went to the local Goodwill and bought a dulcimer.
Oh wow, look at that.
And oddly enough, this was in the furnishing section.
Well,
Like it was a wall decoration, I think, or I'm not sure if they knew exactly what it was. But so I spent the whole $8 and bought that and read up on it and decided to go ahead and restring it and see if I could turn it back into a playable instrument, which I did. Um, it's a very cool instrument from the night. I believe it was built in the 1940s.
wow.
I actually looked up the maker. He's got his little card right in here. I know you can't see it, but
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
yeah, A.H. Ritter from Knoxville, Tennessee. So I played around with that a little bit and just doing some searches on the internet for dulcimer songs, and I came across this other instrument called the cigar box guitar, and looked at it, saw that it was somewhat similar, and I saw an opportunity that possibly I could play the guitar a lot easier, right, than a traditional six string guitar. Um, so I went and bought a book. I think you might recognize this book.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Good old Shane Spiel.
His spiel. And read this whole thing. And guys, if you don't own this book, you should go get it. I mean, it is worth it just for the stories, but for all the instruments that Shane talks about, and he makes it very approachable. Built my first cigar box guitar based on this book. Um, show you. What a beauty, huh?
Wow, look at that, dude. Is that a gold top?
It is a gold top. And honestly, just about everything on this guitar I salvaged from a dumpster.
Oh,
The brass, these screws here. Obviously, I bought the tuners, the strings, and this little pickup here, which I couldn't solder, so I just attached it here. But hey, after put the strings on it, it actually made some music.
you have the pickup on the outside of the guitar. Is that right?
I do, yeah. It's called a red dot, and
Okay, yeah, yeah. Watch here. Put it up to the screen so we can see it. Okay, okay, yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about now. Okay, that's cool.
and then it just runs around to here and
Yeah, yeah.
attach that. Very crude, but I just wanted to see if I could actually put something together that actually made music, and so it did. But this guitar is going to live with me forever. It will
That's
never
in-
go anywhere.
that's incredible, dude. And so um so that's your first build, right? Is that right?
Right.
Okay, and do I see frets missing up there by your hand, or is that just an optical illusion?
Well, I was going to make it a fretless guitar, and so I went ahead and burned these lines in. And
Okay,
then I thought, well, let me go ahead and fret it. And of course, I didn't know about fret wire. So I got some brass tubing or brass rod and just cut these frets. And they're super thick. They're like
okay.
jumbo,
Oh
super
yeah, I can see
jumbo
that.
frets.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
the first bills, man, they're always sentimental, dude. They're always like cringe material, but man, you love them to death, right? You love them to death, man.
right, right. Yeah,
No
no,
doubt.
I still get it down and play around with it quite a bit. And this book I just can't say enough about. I've built other things like the beer can microphone.
Oh, I need to do that. I got all the components. I just need to get out and bust. Get my round to it.
Yeah, get around to it. Um, yeah, let's test this out. Greetings. No, that didn't work. There we go. Greetings, friends and fellow cigar box enthusiasts.
Yes, sir. Dude, I'm gonna make one of that. I got, like I said, I got all the ingredients. I just need to do it.
Yep, was super easy. And then, of course, I made the infamous.
Dude, look at you, bro. That's awesome.
Greetings, friends and fellow cigar box enthusiasts. Del Puckett here.
Wow, look at that, dude. That's awesome. That is
So,
awesome.
anyway, just a lot of fun stuff in this book, and it is worth every penny and then some.
And look, it looks like you're having fun. So do you sell your cigar box guitars? I mean, what's the deal?
I do. I've sold a pretty good number of them, probably about 20, 25. I've given some away, um, but actually do have a website.
You do have a website.
Start of a website.
Good.
Cedar Mesa guitars, and so a lot of the guitars that are on there have already sold. I still have a few. Obviously, I've got these guys here, which I've got listed on there. But a lot of what I've sold has been just through word of mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and it brings in enough so that I can buy some more parts and
Yeah. Oh yeah.
just keep the thing going.
Yeah. Do you get out and gig much?
Not a whole lot. I played in the park here in Durango because uh, that's kind of the music scene. People will just set up on a bench or at a table, or and just play for fun. Um, I've thought about doing some gigging downtown because a lot of people will set up on the sidewalk there, but just haven't worked up the gumption or the nerve yet to do that.
Yeah.
So, but I know it's something you've done before. I've seen it on one of your videos.
What do I hear in the background?
Oh, that is the train.
Oh, dude, how cool is that? I thought it was a train.
Yep. Um, yeah, I mean, well, you want to see it? I could actually take us out there and
Dude, take us on an excursion, man. Show us the choo choo.
I'm gonna have to rush though.
That's okay, as long as we don't lose the internet connection, right?
Right. Oh, darn it.
Oh, we missed it.
We missed it.
I heard it though.
Yep. It's
It was shorty, huh?
yeah, just it's a single passenger,
Okay, all right.
but it's that time of the year. It's summertime, and so we have a lot of these trains that come through. There's my shop.
Wow, look at that, dude. That's cool, dude. My gosh, that's clean and
It's not always clean,
yeah,
but
yeah. I love that sound, dude. I love that sound, dude. There's something about it, dude.
yeah, I never get tired of it. You know, sometimes we'll be having a conversation, and then they'll sound off, and they have to because they go through an intersection right here where we live.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
It's the law, guys. If you're just tuning in, we're talking with Mark Ricketson. He's Cedar Hills. Is that what you go? Cedar Mesa.
Cedar Mesa, yeah.
Cedar Mesa Cigar Box Guitars. He's got a website up and running. He is a fellow cigar box guitar enthusiast. I met Mark and his wife Kelly at the Southwest Cigar Box Guitar Festival, and you actually sold one of your guitars to Caden.
To Caden, yes.
Caden, yeah, yeah. He thought he was buying one of mine. I was like, no, 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 dude, that's Mark's, dude. He's like, oh, this guitar is freaking awesome, dude. He loves that thing, man. He really does. You've been keeping in touch with Caden?
I have been, yeah.
Good, good.
Yeah, I love to see him play it. You know, his builds have really gotten good.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but yeah, it gives me a lot of joy just to see my guitar hanging on the wall behind him, even if he's not playing it. But is Caden on?
He's the next generation, dude. He's up and coming. I haven't seen his name pop by, but he usually tunes in.
Okay.
Guys, if you're watching here and you got some questions for Mark, man, be sure to put those in the chat. We'll take a look from them. We see some guys from Australia. We see some people from New York, North Carolina. While you're at it, dude, hit that like button, man. Let's juice this video, man. Let's get the algorithm working for us. And so Mark, what are you working on right now? What's on your bench?
Right now, I'm working on a lap steel guitar. Again, made out of a 2x4.
Wow.
Guess where I got the inspiration for that?
From the book. Yeah, I was gonna guess.
So I've actually have this already commissioned for a friend of mine. He wanted a lap steel, and I've never built one before. So I'll go ahead and set it up with a P90 pickup right there, and C6 tuning. Hank Williams, you know, you listen to any steel guitar from Hank Williams song, you know exactly what that sound is.
Yeah, yeah.
So, that's what I'm actually started on this yesterday.
Wow.
and we'll see. So first in the series.
Good, good, good. Paul Cook says, any advice for an extreme beginner?
Extreme beginner. Well, I would seriously look at some of the kits that CBGitty has, because they've got all the parts and the instructions. But don't be afraid to try yourself, dude. I mean, get your cigar box, watch Dale's videos. There's tons of videos on builds out there. Um, but that honestly, that's where I have learned the most is just watching your videos and other people's videos, Dale. Yours and Michael's from Southern Fire, and Dav. Dav does some awesome stuff. Which, by the way, Dav, I think you're on. Um, Thanks so much for the guitar, the Lord of the Rings guitar. My friend Chris, he loves the hell out of it. Um, I sent you that little short where he was showing it to his wife, and I actually posted that to my YouTube channel, which I have started a YouTube channel now, and that thing has gotten thousands of hits.
Really, really.
Thousands. Yeah, out of everything I've posted, which hasn't been much, for some reason that thing has gone viral. So,
Dude, well, there you go, man. If I was you, man, I would hop on it, dude. Take advantage while you can, man. Yeah, I always encourage everybody, man, to start a YouTube channel, man. Get proficient at getting in front of a camera and talking and acting silly and stuff like that. Because seriously, all it's my opinion, but I stand by it. All you guys have value added stuff to bring to the table, clever little insights, little creative tips and tricks and stuff like that. And so there's no end to the knowledge base. And so yeah, I would encourage you, if you can, by all means, man, to and it doesn't have to be, high tech or high, production this or whatever like that. Even just with your iPhone or whatever like that. Just capture the moment, and it's called valuetainment. It's um or edutainment. It's not entertainment. It's education-tainment, right? So yeah, no, it's good stuff, man. So if
yeah, I call it YouTube University.
YouTube University, dude,
I
no doubt, dude.
want to learn something. That's usually the first place I'll go. Um, but yeah, no, I plan to start putting some short videos, and like I said, nothing fancy. I've got a couple of things out there for people to look at. My friend Matt, uh, his aunt bought one of my guitars and shipped it to him. The guy he's incredible, and so he shot me some videos back, and of him playing the guitar, and it's awesome. I just love to see people enjoying something that I made. When
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
um,
So my buddy Jeff Patterson from he's it's clear as mud. He's a ceramicist.
yes,
He's I guess he stumbled across an old level, and he was asking how wide are the lap steel guitars supposed to be?
I don't know if there's any hard and fast rule, but this is just a standard 2x4. So
It looks wider for some reason.
yeah, let's see. One, two. No, three, and well, just shy of 4
Okay.
inches.
All right.
So,
All right.
but yeah, I plan to give this a complete paint job, probably a turquoise blue. Um, you got the fret from CB Giddy, and so once I sit down and focus on it, I should be able to crank that out pretty
And so
quick.
you say all those instructions are in Shane Spiel's book, right?
Yes, there are. So know, this would be a good start for an absolute beginner because it's how I got my start. So can't recommend it enough. But
Yeah, yeah, that's good advice, man. Good
yeah,
advice.
and you guys saw my number one guitar, so I mean, don't be afraid because I mean it's really cool once you put it together and it actually makes music. So
Okay. So
um,
do you have any kind of favorite box or a go-to box or
um, well, let's see. Yes, I have this Abo Avesian.
oh yeah, I love those boxes, dude.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
So this was build number 27, and I don't know if I'll ever part with this one here.
Is that Purple Heart? Looks like Purple Heart.
It is Purple Heart with a quarter sawn oak fretboard and the bridge from CBGB. Let's see, plug it in here. But yeah, I think the other one is on my wall of shame, but this I'm pretty proud of this one here. Ah, so
It's got great
there's
tone,
that.
man. And for all you guys who are wondering, is Mark a lefty? No, it's this app, this YouTube live app flips everything around. So instead of Puckett, it's Tech Puck or Cup, whatever. It's backwards and stuff like that. So I was gonna give you kudos for playing left-handed and stuff, but no, that's good, dude. I love the sound of those plus that pickup, dude. Is that one of is that's a CB Giddy? What do they call that?
They call it the got one here. The Delta, electric
Delta. That's
electric
it. That's
Delta.
it.
Yeah,
That's it. So,
it's
so we got Mike from Southern Fire chiming in. He says, "Hey, Mark, Rob, Luke." He says, "What's the name of your website?" So what is the name of your website?
um, it's well. I think if you do a search for Cedar Mesa guitars, it should show up.
Okay, Cedar Mesa Guitars.
Right. Yeah, that's a location in Utah that it's got some special significance for me.
Awesome. Good. Good. Good.
It's where I go to recharge my batteries.
And Edwin's saying, "Have I ever got a Disciple box?" I don't think so. Rocky Patel Disciple box. Yeah, I've never. Yeah. So Jeff, what do you mean doesn't show up? I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Um,
Yeah, I've got it on Wix, so I may just have to post the URL.
okay. Yeah, if you send me a text after this video does the archive, I'll put everything in the video description.
Okay,
Yeah, good deal.
Rocky Patel.
Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. Watch, put it up close so we can see it. Yeah, that's a pretty box, dude. That's a
Yeah,
pretty box.
it's an awesome. I'm a little obsessive with my boxes. I've got
Because
about
do you build one at a time?
yeah, I usually tend to.
All right.
Um,
Yeah, I got the problem if I build 10 at a time. It's like nothing gets done because I'm like bouncing around like a ping pong ball in the back of a pickup truck. But I am working on this one here, and Jeff would be happy to know that I did his technique that he sent me with the shellac, trying to get the back on here.
Uh-huh.
So this is a work in progress.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, this will be the flying V neck that I got with the V that Jeffrey sent me. So this is you know
What
I'll-
kind of wood is that?
this here is curly maple, and I'll try to get it up closer if you can see the swirl in that thing. It's
Uh,
just it really is just drop dead gorgeous. And I took forever sanding it and just make I obsessed on this thing to make sure that the neck was flat, 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 flat. And so yeah, so I'm experimenting with finishes and shellac and lacquer and buffing and all that stuff.
so
I
what,
still haven't found what I'm looking for, but I'm trying. What do you do for finishes and whatnot?
I use a lot of tongue oil. Um, this tongue oil finish
Okay.
here. I've tried boiled linseed oil and a couple of other things, but this, especially on the Purple Heart, I get really great results with this stuff. So,
And so is that all you do, or do you do anything else?
as far as finishes,
Yeah.
let's see, linseed oil. Um, no, I think that's it.
Like no, I mean as far as like after the linseed oil, do you sand it? Do you buff it? Do you?
Oh yeah, I'll buff it with steel wool, and then I've got some of these sanding, like 3,000 grit sanding pads. Um, that I mean it, like I've heard you say before, it's like glass when you're done.
Oh, dude, I tell you what, man.
So whew, that's a little dusty, but yeah, this was another one that I finished not too long ago. That out of tune, but anyway.
Dude,
Um,
I apologize because I do not I didn't get a chance, I don't think, to play one of your guitars, and I wish I would have like had more time to like really explore and experiment with everybody's guitars who came. So this year, dude, I'm gonna make it a point to like really take the time and just play. I mean, if I get the chance, obviously, everybody who brings a guitar, dude, I want to just really like soak in the moment. You know what I'm saying? So,
cool. Yeah,
um,
that's awesome. I am working on one more guitar. I've got the neck. Where is it? So I'm putting the neck together. The body of the guitar is this.
what is that? I see. Oh, duh. Hello. I'm like, what the heck am I looking at? Is that the
Yeah, who
Pope?
is that guy?
Who is that ugly guy? Dude, that's awesome, dude. That is cool.
Yeah, I mean, Mojo is such an awesome dog. And,
I recognize the dog. I don't recognize the ugly beard there.
you didn't have your glasses on, but
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
so yeah, I'll bring this with me, and definitely you'll play that one for sure.
Awesome. That's cool, dude.
So um,
I'm humbled and honored, man. Hey. So, Mark. So this
yeah,
year, I kind of wanted to do I wanted to try my hand at doing giveaways and stuff like that. So if you could, man, and I'm not saying you. I'm just throwing it out there, dude. If you could just like rustle up a bunch of free stuff to give away, dude, and we're just gonna give away. I'm just gonna give away as much stuff as I can, dude. So just to encourage people to just keep it fun, it might in the downtime between bands and whatnot.
yeah, I've got my fretting setup is the mini saw with the Matco blade, and dude, I've got four of those blades.
Dude, they're
I,
worth their weight in gold, dude.
they are.
They are. You absolutely.
I could not buy just one.
I
So
couldn't tell you how many times mine was a gift, so I didn't even really know. I didn't have the dude. I had to tell people over and over. It's like, dude, I don't know. It's like you're gonna have to do the Google research, man, because I don't. You know, this was a gift. I don't know where. And then I don't know what happened because I know there's a couple of different companies. There's Malco, there's Penn, there's Thompson or Thurmanson or something like that. One of those guys they sent me a free one
nice.
because so many people went and bought that blade because of my YouTube channel. So I guess they felt like they owed me or something like that. But sure enough, man, one day in the mail, I got what's this? And I opened it up. It's like a blade, and it was a handwritten letter from it was Penn. Those guys, they're like, hey, we just wanted to say thank you for sending all that. And dude, I didn't send anybody there. I just told people to go research it. So yeah. So if you can bring some of those, dude, I guarantee you, man, they'll go over like hotcakes, man,
Oh
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I definitely will because I mean I'm still on my first blade, and as long as I've got a spare, that's cool. I'm not going to cut any Purple Heart with it.
Dude, that Purple Heart is devastating,
That's what I
devastatingly
understood.
hard.
Yeah, it's some dense wood for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So where do you source your wood at?
I usually order it from a place called Okeech in where are those guys at? In Minnesota, Michigan, so somewhere up there. Um, my wife will put together an order because she does some stuff with wood as well, and so I'll just order some exotic woods from them. I know that there's a place there in Albuquerque, but I just haven't gone to it yet. How about you?
Dude, I beg, borrow, and steal, dude. I got so much wood, dude. Seriously, I could just point the camera over here, dude, and it's just piles of um, yeah, dude. I got so many boxes and so much wood, dude. I'll be building guitars for the rest of my life, dude. Dude, I wanted to show you something real quick here. My buddy Joseph. This is what I'll be working on tonight. He started this thing here. This is
Whoa!
I'm banging the ceiling over here, dude. Dude, this thing is massive, dude. It's like um it's gonna be an upright bass, dude.
Darn right.
Dude, the strings alone,
Awesome.
dude. These things are $50 a piece, bro.
What?
I went into the store to buy strings, dude. Thinking I had $100, and I was thinking that I could probably get a few packs of strings, right? And so I, dude, I was in shock. She goes, "How many strings you want?" And I go, "Oh, that's three. Okay, that'll be $150." I was like, I start grabbing my wallet. I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna need my credit card, dude. $50 a piece. I can't. Well, here, no, I exaggerate, dude. It's $41 plus tax or whatever. Still though, dude,
That,
I, I
that,
I was in shock, dude. So beware, guys. If you're going to be building yourself an upright base, dude, you better rob a bank. Have some gold in your back pocket or something like that, or work for food. It's like, oh my gosh, dude. It's like seriously. I mean, guitar strings are like they're what, a $1 a piece, maybe. You
yeah.
know, yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
So yeah, that's pretty spendy, but it's going to be an awesome instrument when it's all said and done. I'm sure.
Did you meet Joseph at the festival last year?
I don't recall.
You probably did. He was.
Smoky Joe.
Yeah, yes, yeah, no. So Joseph was the guy walking around in the overalls with a big old beard. He had
Okay.
he had the Duck Dynasty beard. I posted a video of him. He made this thing. He brought it over here for me to put the tuners on and stuff like that. So go back about 2 or 3 videos ago or something like it. But anyhow, my encouragement to him is to get his fingers in his groove back on, so he could be our in-house bass player.
Nice.
And like I said, I want to put together the ultimate mega band. And I'll put together a set list. I'll get it out to all you guys so we can just have a massive jam, dude. So bring all your equipment, your whatever it is that you got, dude. Dude, we'll cram everybody up on the stage, dude, and we'll just have a hoot nanny, bro. Not only that, but I want to do after hour parties, bonfire again. Just a real earthy, down and dirty, organic, party out in the mud.
Sounds awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
totally awesome. We missed the bonfire last year because Kelly wanted to get back to the hotel room and just lay down after the full day that we
She
had.
worked hard, dude. I get it, man. I get it.
Yeah, but I definitely plan on joining you guys this year, and yeah, I got some portable amps, so yeah, microphone. Yeah, I got a little bit of equipment, so I'll
Good.
contribute.
Maybe if I get enough time. See, this year I'm trying to be a lot more proactive than I was last year. Last year I was kind of reactive. I'd never done this before. I was just flying by the seat of my
Sure,
pants, which I always do. But
sure.
this year, I'm carving out some time. I want to be more pro. I think I'm going to build a little mini stage down there by the river. Nothing, crazy or nothing like that, but just something to, step up and have a little platform so you can, play. I think that would be awesome, man. So
That would be awesome.
yeah,
That'd be totally awesome.
yeah.
So yeah, man, I cannot wait. And guys, and all you guys watching this, make every effort to go because it is so worth it. It is worth the time. It's worth the experience. So yeah, the
Yeah,
May.
we're gonna try. We're definitely and the guys over at the vineyard at the winery, dude, they were so stoked. Oh, dude, get a load of this, man. This is God's honest truth. I am not lying, dude. After the last year's festival, they all got together and they were kind of like hanging out afterward. They were looking at the books, looking at their at the numbers that sold for the winery. Dude, they had made more in one day that they did the entire year sales. Dude, they were all stoked. And these are all kids. So Dan, the guy who runs the vineyard, he's basically just raised these kids. You know, you can call it like a discipleship program or whatever. But he says from church, he says, dude, we carried them when they were little babies, and now they're all helping him run this vineyard and stuff like that. So they all take turns and stuff like that. They had all pulled out their iPhones. Their guys, hey guys, they all going back 10, 15 years when they were planting all the vines and building. They got drone footage of the place when it was like nothing. So dude, I was just a fly on the wall. I was just watching all these. They're all kids, dude. They're all like 20 somethings or whatever like that. But Dan, the owner of the vineyard, is setting these guys up so that they all have a stake in this vineyard, this winery they're building from scratch, dude. Incredible. This year they got invited to go to the hot air balloon fiesta park. It's like a big statewide wine festival. And so they're taking it serious, dude. They got like 150 cases of wine, dude. They go, Dell, dude, you need to put some flyers out because we want to have flyers for the Cigar Box Guitar Festival at the kiosk. So they're so excited. They're so supportive of what we're doing with the festival and stuff like that. Dude, I'm seriously, dude, I have such a team of guys that are so motivated and so inspired to come to partner with us and stuff like that. Dude, I feel blessed. I really do. I do.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Honestly, I'm not surprised. So it's going to be even bigger and better this year.
Yeah, the only thing is though is that we are kind of off grid. I know that's an understatement, dude. We're out in the middle of nowhere. Uh, but I guess that's part of the mystique, right? Dude, I remember going to Cornerstone. This is a like a Christian concert venue. This was years ago, this was like a huge cornfield way out in the middle of Ohio, somewhere way out in the middle of nowhere. And they would just bring in all this equipment, and all these huge bands would come with their semi trucks, and they would just have a massive concert, dude. It was just like crazy. So, are we like that? No, but we are in the middle of nowhere, similar to that. Minus the lightning bugs or the fireflies, whatever. We got mosquitoes though. We do have mosquitoes. So, um, okay. So Mark, do
Yeah.
you have any suggestions or words of wisdom that we could incorporate into this year's festival?
Um, well, only to reinforce your idea of doing a big group jam. I jumped up on stage there for the grand finale, and that was so much fun. So, I mean, just being able to do that again. are you going? Are you looking at setting up a dedicated website for it, or just
That's a
gonna?
good question, dude. I am somewhat challenged when it comes to all things internet and tech. Um, I got a buddy of mine, Jeff Patterson, who I feel bad because I tap him for everything and stuff like that, and he seems to be pretty savvy on all that stuff.
Yeah,
Um, I don't. I should. I wish I had the bandwidth up here to do that kind of stuff. Dude, my own website doesn't even work, dude. Um, how lame is that, dude? Do you realize how much opportunity I'm missing because I don't have my head screwed on straight? You know, yeah. And I know it's lame. I don't have any excuse other than the fact that I'm spread so thin, dude. I just,
yeah.
I but
You
that is a good idea. I do appreciate that. And man, if I could, I would. I kind of piggyback off the San Isidro. He calls it San Isidore uh,
Isadora.
website and stuff like that. So I send them all the information and they kind of post it on their stuff. But yeah, if I did have my own Southwest Cigar Box Guitar Festival website, it would probably be a net positive. he, yep, I'm lame, dude. I apologize.
Well, I'm right there with you because I've just started putting mine out there, and I need to get an actual domain name, and that's probably why people are having a hard time finding it because it's just posted out there on Wix. So, but I'm cheap, I'm going to see how far I can develop it first before I actually commit. But um, I do have some tips, some building tips, if you guys are interested. Shinto. I mean, everybody knows the Shinto rasp. Yeah, great tool. Um, I went ahead and modified mine.
What do you mean modified it?
I put a knob on it, so when you're using it, you actually have something to grab onto.
I
So
got a knob on mine too. Look at
is that one of those sanding sticks?
that. This is an actual like horseshoe horse farrier that they use to file the hooves off of the horse.
Yeah.
Dude, look how many of these things I got, dude. See, so these are going to be part of the giveaway too. I got so many of these things here, and these things are so heavy and they're so sharp. You feel them like that. So yeah, these would be awesome too. Not to replace this, but to enhance this.
Yeah.
So these will be part of the giveaways that will be given away at the festival as well.
So I'd love to have one of those. I bet they can chew through some wood.
All right. Well, just remind me, and I'll give you one, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you guys can see this,
How'd you attach that?
just with a bolt, right
Oh, okay.
here.
Okay. So you can't use that part anymore, right?
Uh,
You just drill through it or what? What
no,
you put the bolt through here?
it's just a standard. I think it's like an M10 metric 10, and it just screws on
Here,
with a.
put it up to the put it up to the camera like this.
I don't know if
Okay,
you,
so you're going through this hole right here then, huh?
yes.
Okay, okay.
And so, and then it's super easy just to flip that around if you want to use the aggressive side or if you want to use the fine side. But this has made this tool much more useful for me, being able to get both hands on it instead of pushing it with and then abrading my fingers. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I thought that was a good tip. And then this stuff, Cubitron.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
It is like the ultimate sandpaper. Throw away all your other sandpaper and just get this stuff. I mean, it works so well.
Where do you get it?
You can get it at pretty much any hardware store, but
And what's it called? What's it called?
it's called Cubitron.
Cubitron. That sounds so high tech.
Um, it is the best sandpaper I've ever used.
Really? Okay.
Yep. So I cannot recommend this stuff highly enough. Works with my orbital sander. I got a little hand sander, and yeah, it just works great. So
All right. Well, hey, bring me a piece of that, and I'll trade you one of these rasps for some of that
you got
Cubitron. What do you call it?
Cubitron 2,
Okay. All
and
right.
it becomes 320, 400. So I'll send you one of each, and
Okay. All
try,
right.
try this stuff out. You will be amazed at
Okay.
how well that it works.
All
Um,
right. So those are some of your secret weapons, right? What else you got?
well, I have a little workbench here. Whoops. That I constructed, a portable workbench that uses the
Dude, look at you go, dude. What the heck? Wow.
so if you need to, and this thing is actually removable. You can actually attach it to your tailgate. But if I want to hold this down,
Okay. Dang. Okay,
yeah.
that's cool. That's cool.
So um, if I'm using, like, trying to cut through a box, this is going to work better this way. And all this really took was a dovetail router and
Okay. Yeah.
some 2x4s.
So you built that thing yourself, huh?
Uh-huh. And then you crank that down. That box is going nowhere.
Dude, how awesome is that? Dang.
So
Okay.
that's how I do all my cuts now, because I got tired of trying to jockey it around. And but yep. So plans are out there to build something like this. You just need two by four. Or actually, these are 2x8s glued together, and then just run a dovetail router, and then get you some of these.
So Radio Static calls that a Swedish micro bench. So apparently some people have thought about that. Where'd you get the inspiration for that, Mark?
Well, I went to there's a guy who has a woodworker, 731 Woodworks, and he's got some pretty simple plans for building this thing. Yeah, we get this out there. But yeah, it is portable. All you have to do is just pull these out from here, and you could take this thing anywhere and just hook it up to your kitchen table, your tailgate. Yeah, it's an awesome system, and I found it to be very versatile and useful. Um, you can also see, yeah, put stuff on the front here. So
Okay.
if
That's
you
clever, dude. That is clever.
need to work on your neck, like a lot of times I'll do my staining like this.
Okay.
So
I'm surprised that thing's not covered in paint and stain and
I've done a fair job. I mean, it's got glue, it's got hot glue, um, but I usually try to keep it pretty clean, and just a quick once over with the vacuum, and it just sucks all the sawdust out of those grooves, and you're ready to go. So
it looks like you got a pretty nice clean little workstation there.
yeah, well, it's not always that way.
Dude, mine is always a mess. It just goes from bad to worse, back to bad to worse, bad to worse.
Yeah, I just whenever I get started, I just keep going gung ho, and stuff just gets put everywhere. And that's why I can only do one build at a time.
Okay. Okay.
Because if I was trying to do more than one, the best would be exponential.
Mm.
So anyway, those are three things that I've found pretty useful in my shop that help me be more productive. So
Yeah. Okay. Guys, do us all a favor real quick, man. Reach up and hit that like button. Dink. And we're gonna get cause this video to go viral. We're gonna um we're gonna compete with Mark. He says his videos go viral. So this is Mark's podcast. So let's cause Mark's podcast to go as viral as the other ones, man. So yeah. So reach up, give it show that like button some love. So Mark, man, this has been awesome, dude. Seriously, this has been a great podcast. Great. Real quick before we let you go, would you mind giving us a whirlwind tour of your workshop there, dude? Because I can see it from far away here.
sure.
I keep going like this because I want to see it. I want to see it a little up close.
Let me unhook this. I've got the phone hanging from a mount here. Okay, so maybe I need to switch this around here.
Sure.
Or do it? Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. So power tools, all my fretting supplies. Let's see. Got
Dude, look at that organization, dude. Come on, man. That is awesome. That is awesome.
let's see, and then I have to share with the garden tools.
Nothing wrong with that.
Got the Ryobi bandsaw right there. This is pretty useful. Latest addition here, since it's a small space, this air filtration system.
Yeah.
It's been a lung saver.
Mm.
That was pretty nice. Skill saw, which I'll usually take that outside when the weather's nice. There are some of my amps, guitars. Got the box. You probably recognize that. Little Marshall practice amp.
Oh yeah.
The micro cube I've had forever.
Oh, you got a white one. That's cool.
And let's see, drill press. And then this is my main. Well, no, that won't work. Main work area here. So this counter just gets cluttered with tons of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I have all my little.
That beer can right there looks like you're looks like you're having a party going on there.
So yeah, there we go.
Yeah, dude, that looks like a legitimate workspace, dude. Dude, congratulations, man. That's awesome.
Thanks.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I managed to do a lot with a small space. So unfortunately, I don't have room for a couch like some people do, Caden. But believe me, if I could fit a couch in here, I would.
Yeah.
But I got to share space with the bikes and the TQ bar. The TQ bar will be open.
There you go, dude. There you go. Dude, that's so awesome, dude. Seriously, dude, that is so awesome. So tell me about that bandsaw. How you liking that thing, dude? I don't have a bandsaw. I had one, but I couldn't get it to work, so I gave it away.
I like it real well. It's good for trim work. So if I just need to cut some small pieces, it works pretty well.
Okay.
I usually don't if I'm cutting like a neck, or sorry, the this part.
Yeah.
I'll just do that on the table saw. I'm just not steady enough with the bandsaw to be able to cut this straight.
Okay. Okay.
But for trim work, making little bridges and
Yeah.
stuff like that,
Yeah.
it works. It's great for that. So,
So
so
what's your preferred tuning? Is it open E, open G? I mean, do you have a secret sauce?
uh, open G is what I usually tune them to, but sometimes it seems like a guitar just wants to be open E. So I've been going back and forth between G and E. I think that's an E.
The nice thing about having multiple guitars is you can have multiple tunings, right? And you can have, you know, some in G, some in E, some in C, some in D.
Yeah, I haven't really tried the open D tuning, but
The nice thing about it is like the 151 tuning. It doesn't matter, dude. You just tune it to match your voice, dude. And you just a lot of times I don't even know what the tuning is. I just kind of go rant, 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 rant to match my voice, and we just go with it. You know what I'm saying? Or by the slinkiness or the stiffness of the strings. You know.
yeah, I have a friend of mine, and that's exactly what he does too. He doesn't really go for a specific tuning. He just keeps fiddling with it until it sounds right, and then he just amazes me.
Yeah, that's the most frequently asked questions. What strings do you use, and what's the tuning? And to which I always reply, it don't matter. Just put whatever strings on that you like and tune it however you like, and just smile, dude. Right? Just jam and smile.
Yep, have fun with it. That's
Yeah,
what it's all about.
yeah.
Rule
That's right.
number one: have fun.
That's right. Rule number two, refer to rule number one.
You got it. That's on my website.
Yeah. Hey, so is your wife going to come to the festival this year as well?
Yes, she is.
Good, good, good.
Yeah, she will not. She won't miss it for anything. And so yeah, we're already making our plans, our travel plans. We'll try to come down a day earlier and pitch in and help. So
Okay. All
I
right, good.
mean,
I'll save some work for you.
I bet you will.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be fun, dude. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward, dude. Well, Mark, dude, thank you so much, seriously, for joining the podcast.
Thank
We
you,
went,
Dave.
yeah, we went over, but dude, I don't mind going over, dude. This was a great conversation, dude. Great value, in my opinion, dude. Seriously, dude, this has been a great podcast.
Yeah.
So how what's the best way for people to get in touch with you to get whether it's email or text or social media? What's your best way for people to reach out to you?
Probably through email. It's mark.ricketson at gmail.com. And I'm really I'm on Facebook, but I hardly ever do anything with it. So email or just a text message. Once you've got my number, um, it, those are usually the best ways.
Okay, okay, good deal. And so again, you're in Durango ish area, right? So if you're ever out and about, what do you call it? The vacationing in Durango, man. Reach out to Mark, man. I'm sure he'd love
Yeah,
love to have you. All right,
yeah, absolutely would. And and there's so much to do here. You and Louise need to make it up here, man.
dude. I'm planning to when I do, and I will eventually. I will definitely be crashing the party over there, dude.
Awesome.
Good, good, awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again. And like I said, I will put together the set list. As soon as I do, I will forward it out to everybody, so
Great.
we can all start practicing and coming to the table with our licks, and that'll just be a launching point. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can go whatever direction they want, but at least we'll have some sort of a template so that we can all kind of have a little jam session. I'm working on having a dedicated drummer and a dedicated bass player that will be able to play with everybody. So
Awesome.
yeah, it should be fun, man.
Cool.
Mark, thank you so much. Seriously, dude, I'm so encouraged by your attitude, your builds, your workshops. Seriously, dude, you got it going on there, dude. Dude, salute, man. Hats off to you, bro. Hats off to you, and you're
Thank-
looking good too. By the way, bro, you're looking good.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm staying active. I'm semi-retired, so try to get out, get some sun, play some golf, ride a bike. So
Good.
I
Well,
don't get to go fishing as much as you do, I'm sure, but
well, so real quick, how old are you?
64.
64. Okay, so you got me by 3 years, dude. 3 years, man. You look no, seriously, you're looking good, man. You're looking good.
Thanks.
I don't know what it is, man. Maybe it's the camera. Awesome.
It's
Okay,
clean living.
there you go, dude. There you go. Okay, guys. Well, it's been a great podcast, dude. I thoroughly enjoy these, dude. I'm gonna do one more podcast, and I don't want to. I don't want to. Oh, look at that, dude! I got a big old scrape there. I'm not. I'm not telling you who it is for the grand finale. I'm
Okay.
glad, but I will tell you this: you don't want to miss it, dude. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be next Tuesday night. So
Not
so
Friday.
no, it's going to be next Tuesday night.
Okay.
So set your notification bell, dude. If you miss this one, you will be kicking yourself.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say that, dude. I'm just gonna say that. So I'm just gonna throw it out there as a little teaser. And then after that, it'll be the sunset. It'll be the last episode for this year podcast. I'm going to take the summer off, and then I'm going to fire it back up again when the winter gets cold, when weather gets cold next winter, and we'll do round two. And so can I trust that you'll be a return guest on the Puckett Cigar Box Guitar podcast?
Absolutely. I
Awesome,
totally.
awesome,
I greatly enjoyed it, Dell, and thanks for having me.
good. Thank you so much. And so I'm going to encourage everybody again, like I tell everybody in the chat box. To go to the comment section, ask your question for Mark or reach out to him. And then Mark, if you could do me a favor, you could follow up with the comments section and stuff like that. Because like I said, this is your podcast, right? So all the questions, I'm kind of throwing the ball to you, dude. This is going to be your opportunity, right, to connect with these people and stuff. So
Yeah, I definitely will. I feel bad because I see some comments coming through, and but I'll answer any all questions that people have, and yeah, I'll follow up. I
good. And
definitely will.
and then do me a favor, send me all of the contact information that you want me to post. I will put it in the video description. I got your thumbnail too. That was an awesome thumbnail. So I use the thumbnail. So that'll be the thumbnail for this video and stuff like that for the archive as well.
Awesome. All right, cool.
Awesome. Mark, thank you so much, dude. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, dude. Heartfelt thank you, man. Seriously, this has been awesome, man.
Feel the same way. So
All right.
thanks,
So
Dell.
so we'll keep in touch, and I will look forward to seeing you and your lovely wife at the 2025 Southwest Cigar Box Guitar Festival.
We will be there.
Awesome.
All right.
August 22nd and 23rd, Friday, Saturday. And stay tuned for details on that.
Okay.
Mark, God bless you guys. God bless you, buddy. We'll
God
see
bless.
you around the internets, huh?
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely. All
All
right.
right.
Thanks, Dell.
Adios, bro. Bye bye.
See ya.